Buenas, seguimos en Juego de Tronos. Estamos en el castillo de Castelbosque y acabamos de eliminar a este grupo que nos mató antes. Básicamente el truco, por así decirlo, es que podías tirar aquí por este caminito con el perro y cargarte un par de guardias enemigos. Quieras o no, eso marca diferencias. Vamos a seguir avanzando. Aquí ya usar el perro viene estupendo. Me quieras o no, nos mata un soldado con armadura pesada. Vale, ya hay dos que no vamos a poder matar. Vamos a por esos dos de ahí arriba. Espero que solo sean estos dos. Como veis, también le he puesto al Alester el que lleve dos armas. Sí, ahora hace algo más de daño, aunque tampoco un locura. Vale, caballeros de aquí muertos. A un perro atacándole al tío, los otros dos a sus lados, en plan... ¿Está pasando algo a Jimmy? No lo sé. Bueno, déjalo. Estará jugando. No, el perro es que nos viene de escándalo aquí, joder. Ven para acá, deja de hacerte el remolón, te voy a comer la boca. Mi boca comida. Y no hay nada. Uy, boh. 3 guardias. Voy a grabar antes de hacer nada. Sí, ya que os recomiendo grabar siempre antes de lanzaros a cualquier batalla. Pues son muy perros. Primero por los dos de armadura pequeñita. Y ahora ya por el de armadura pesada. Ahora ya. Bien, 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 bien. Aquí no había nada, solo objetos. Bebé. Aquí había dos guardias. ¡Ataque! Ataco al que no era, pero bueno. Vamos a Alester, túmbalo. ¡Bajaja! Vamos a usar habilidades tu historia. He dicho que no. Si te digo que no, es que no. Llave de la torre de gas del bosque. La tía está por aquí, pero por aquí no podemos ir. O igual sí. No lo sé. No se ha encendido la mierda, así que no. Solo son 2, pero por la puerta pueden salir 17 más. Es lo que tiene este juego. ¿Cómo repartes topa al otro? Bueno, ya se te va a acabar el chollo de repartir nada, amigo. Ya no vas a repartir una mierda. Mor sigue algo herido. Vale, aquí está. Y ahora igual podemos decidir qué hacer con la sobrina del malote maloso. Matarla. Matarla.
Enemies are within our walls, so you will do as I say.
Enemies? Good. I can't wait to see them put you on a spit.
You little bitch.
Zorrita.
You again.
Salgo de la sombra.
Value your life. I won't be fooled by you twice, slut.
Jane.
Moors, thank the seven, you're alive.
Salgo de la sombra.
What's done to you?
Nothing compared to what I've done to them. We've come to get you out of here.
Not likely, I'm afraid. Tell me, Alester, does threatening women run in the family?
Mátala, 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 mátala.
Silence, you soulless whore. Gawain is dead. If you dare speak another word about him, it will be the last word you utter. Moors, we've got the girl. Now I want Halton.
Who are you?
This is Alester Sarwick. He's an old friend and loyal to us.
Joder, como tiene la cara.
The servants have spoken of you. You are one of this pig's guests. Moors, I don't trust your friend.
I trust him. We are brothers in arms, and our loyalty runs deep. He is only here because Halton deceived him.
Igual que a
as he
nosotros.
did us.
If you're right, why is he here in this castle?
We can discuss this once we're outside these walls.
Did you hear that? Someone is coming.
Halton, there you are.
There you are. Bueno, él y 17 soldados más.
Alester, what is this act of treachery?
Take one step further and I'll gut you like a fish.
How dare you?
You've murdered my brother in your vile dungeons. You lied and manipulated me. And now you dare accuse me of treachery?
You are making the same mistake as your father.
What? O sea, que él mató a...
My niece has played no part in this. If you let her go, I will spare your lives.
You can scheme all day, Halton, but Jane will never stay with you.
You are surrounded and trapped at the top of my castle. Tell me, how do you hope
Con
to
magia?
survive?
You know perfectly well how. If you let us leave the castle with Jane, we will spare your niece. You have my word as a knight.
I cannot do that, I'm afraid. Release her immediately or pay with your lives.
Uncle, please.
Silence, Marianne.
Te has metido en esto tú misma. Qué buen tío.
Careful now. Think hard about what you're doing.
You want her silenced? Let me help. This is for Gawain. One life for another.
Toma.
No! Wretch!
And you, I have a much more painful death planned for you.
You... will die
Toma.
for this. Kill them, but don't harm the girl.
No!
Stop, all of you. No one fire. Jane, my child, don't do anything rash. Your life is too precious to me. Think about it. I'm offering you a future as
Es la
Queen
futura
of
reina de
Westeros.
Poniente.
I'd advise you to try nothing. Otherwise you risk killing the child.
Moors, this is our chance.
What do you mean?
You remember that night with the Frey twins? When
Con las gemelas Frey.
storming
What?
into the bedroom.
You broke your leg, if I remember well. We're too old for such foolery. Besides, Jane would never survive.
Well, do you have a better idea?
Se van a tirar por la ventana, está claro.
We'll never leave Jane.
Moors, they won't hurt me. Not while I have this child within me.
Jane, no.
You made the right choice, my child. You two, lay down your arms immediately. It's over.
Get ready, Moors. Harden! By her law, you will pay for my family's death.
Con
Stop
bomba de
this!
humo ninja.
Take the girl away and keep her under close guard. As for these dogs, bring me their heads before nightfall.
Joder. Lo que se ha liado. Capítulo 11. Alester y Moors. Joder.
Best to keep going, Alester. We shouldn't stop now.
Relax, Moors. We need to gather our strength. Besides, we haven't seen anyone on our tail since yesterday. They're probably still
Buscando
searching the
nuestros
castle
cadáveres.
ditches for our bodies.
If we see them, it's already too late. Harton won't give up that easily. Maybe if we avoid building fires.
Listen, we're soaked, and the wind is like 1,000 icy daggers. I would rather die by the sword than by sickness.
15 years in the wall's shadow makes you get used to
Totalmente
the
acostumbrada.
cold. You will too.
I'm not so sure. Anyway, you never did tell me how you ended up in those dungeons. I would have thought you were protected from the political scheming of the Seven Kingdoms up at the wall. Something very important must have happened to get you involved in all that.
La chica, sí.
It had something to do with the girl, didn't it?
Yes. Good old John asked me to protect Jane.
Of course. Just like you to take on a
Dudosas
dubious mission
misiones de
with
John
nothing
Arryn.
but John Aaron's word.
True enough. Well, I couldn't protect her by staying at Castle Black. I had to take her south, to get her out of harm's way, where no one would find her. I decided to take her to the house where I'd left my family, but we fell into a trap. Some escort I turned out to be.
Your house in the Riverlands? Why the flame did you go there?
I thought we would be safe there.
Quería volver a ver a Tía y a Serena.
I wanted to see Taya and Serena again. But do you know what I found? Their graves. They're dead, Alester. They've been dead all these years. And I had no idea.
Igual las mató
I
él.
took the black only because I thought that you would be protecting them.
But what would you have done if you had known? Would you have deserted the wall? You would have been executed for that.
What happened? When was it?
I don't know. Probably the work of brigands. It was just after the war ended. Soldiers and
Has estado
deserters
15
were
años
scouring the
pensando
country.
que
There was so
habías
much
hecho las
to
cosas
do.
bien y
I
no.
couldn't stay with your family each and every day. But when I returned to them, it
O sea, que
was
Alester las
already
enterró.
too late. I paid them my last respects and buried them. It was all I could do.
That's all? You swore you would protect them, you bastard. You gave me your oath. You knew they were dangerous lands, and you left them in the middle of nowhere?
Blame me all you want if it helps you. I have cursed myself more than you ever could.
I doubt that. You would already
Ya
have
te habrías
stuck a knife
ahorcado.
in your chest.
You were already at the wall. You didn't know what was happening at the time. Armies in disarray, everyone clamoring to win the new king's favor, scores being settled.
Usted se
I
cuenta.
did what I could to protect your family, and I failed. But it was not me that put them in danger in the first place.
Baboom.
So now you blame me? I was ready to receive my punishment, and you urged me to take the black to avoid it. They would have had nothing to fear if I'd never listened to you.
Oye, acabarán a hostias.
Bullshit! They would have died anyway, along with you. The moment you defied Lord Tywin Lannister, you condemned them along with yourself. I should never have let you do something so reckless.
So you think I should have murdered Princess Elia? A young girl and her barely weaned children. I could never carry out such an order.
But you had to. It was war. The Lannisters had to prove their loyalty to the Baratheons. Lord Tywin could not allow one of his knights to refuse an order at the time. You know the reigns of Castamere as well as I do. Tywin Lannister is so merciless that a song was made of his cruelty. You knew your refusal would put your family in danger, but that didn't matter, did it? Your precious honor always comes first.
Damn you, Alester.
It's easy for you, isn't it? You have always acted first without regard for consequences, leaving others to pay for what you've done. After you left, I fell into disgrace and was left to take care of your family. And what good did it do? Did you know that Lord Tywin ordered Gregor the Mountain to do the job you refused? The way in which he massacred the princess and her children is one of the most vile stories to come out of that damned war. You could not have saved them. You condemned Tyre and Serena, and you dragged me down with you. So much for all the good that came of your fucking honor.
Do you think I have never thought of that?
Mataros.
For 15 years, I have kept endless watch on freezing nights. I have had little else to do except reflect on my choices. When we became knights, we swore an oath to protect the weak. That's what I've always done.
This world has no place for honor like that anymore, my friend.
Then I belong in the past. This is who I am, Alester, and I will never change. My rightful place is at the wall. Everywhere else, the vile and ambitious prosper, while the just perish. Sworn brothers live only by their oath.
Su deber es lo único que da sentido a
It's
su
the only
vida.
thing that gives meaning to their lives. It is the only place where I can be myself and not put anyone in danger.
Why did you not stay there?
Jane. I can save her. I swore I would do it.
Juré que lo haría.
Jane.
I cannot leave her with Halton. I will go alone if I have to, but I need to get her out of there.
You never change. No matter what the risks are, you do as you see fit. But don't worry. I have my own matters to settle with that little shit. I will go with you.
Thank you, old friend.
Now, tell me. I still don't know who this girl is, and what everyone wants with her.
She is of Targaryen blood. And on top of that, she is carrying the unborn bastard of King Robert. Jon Arryn knew about the child, and tried to hide her by sending her north. Because of that, there are many who will do anything to get their hands on her and her child.
I see. Halton is using her child to rally the supporters of the old regime to his cause.
If only it were just Halton. Even your bastard brother is after Jane.
Valaar.
That, yes. I heard about this. It's not just Valaar that we have to deal with here. That snake has done well for himself since the rebellion. He's now in the service of the Queen herself.
How do you know all of this?
I went to the Red Keep on my return. There I learned that the Queen was taking advantage of Jon Arryn's death to eliminate all of King Robert's bastards. From what I heard, Valaar was her chief huntsman. Your Jane is on his list. That's why he's after you. And he won't stop
Valaar en algún
until he
momento
has
habrá
the
que matarlo, seguro.
Valaar. I look forward to destroying him myself.
I've watched how he works. He has changed. He is a powerful enemy now.
We should deal with Jane first. Once we have her, we can go after your brother.
We need supplies and a plan if we're to rescue Jane from Halton's grasp. We should go back to River Spring.
Agreed. Well,
¿A qué estamos esperando, muchacha? Aquí estamos esperando.
River Spring. How do you suffer this place? To draw breath is to suffocate.
This is my home, Moors. My people, my land, my town. I suppose the wall is far better.
El perro abandonado del grupo.
Alester, is it really you?
¿Por qué llevas esa armadura de mendigo?
Of course. Why? Did you think me dead?
Died for the Queen, they said. As if that would really happen. Alister's too crafty to get himself killed, is what I told them.
But it's Valaar. That snake told everyone that he saw you die with his own eyes. He's sticking to his story. And as nobody dares
Únete a
contradict him...
nosotros.
Valaar? He's here?
Yes. That's what I just said. Who on earth are you?
Ryman, you know Sir Mors Westford. He was at my side throughout the rebellion. What were you saying about Valaar?
Well, he came here one day with his bloodseekers. A bloody bunch of thieves, if you ask me. He put them in the castle, then declared that they had to stay there until he'd finished his affairs
Vamos al
here.
castillo a
Meanwhile,
matarlos.
he's been acting like the entitled lord of Riverspring. He even stripped me of my rank of captain to give it to that bloody Wex. What I wouldn't give to rip the guts out of those two there.
That son of a whore sent his wretches to cause trouble at the wall, and now this. I will skin him alive.
Despellejaré vivo.
Calm yourself. Valaar is not a foe to be taken lightly.
Think about it, Alester. The gods have handed him to us on a plate. We may as well pay him a little visit.
Well, well, what do we have here? Don't tell me Ryman's...
Busca sangres.
Captain, you'll have to introduce us to the innkeeper one day. We all wish he were as generous with us as he is with you.
Who are these two? Friends of yours?
Hold your wicked tongue. I am Alester Sarwick, and these lands belong to me.
Alester, you say? Sir Valaar told us that you may turn up here.
Ya
You shouldn't
matarán.
have come back, my friend. You're supposed to be dead. And we're here to make sure you stay that way.
Bueno, al menos el viejo UNESCO se une a nosotros. Ah, no me peguéis a mí todos. Todos a mí no. Ah. Buh. Pero me levanto. A este nivel
Those
9.
pieces of shite got what was coming to them. This attack can only mean one thing. Valaar knew full well
¿Qué
you
ceremonia?
weren't dead. He only said that to hurry the ceremony.
What ceremony?
The wedding! He has come to marry Eliana, claiming that the crown wanted this matter settled once and for all.
Uy, esas
As
armas
everyone believes
invisibles
he's
que
dead,
pasan por los...
she no longer
como el
had much
rollo.
choice, so she decided to accept.
And Valaar ordered the Bloodseekers to lie in wait for me, so I wouldn't spoil his plans. That bastard will stop it now.
Qué grande.
But now that you're here, that changes everything. He plans to consummate this marriage before the end of tonight. We must make haste.
We must cut this snake off at the head. With him dead, his brigands will flee like the rats they are.
You'll never get in the castle like that. His bloodseekers protect the square.
El
All
bruto
the
de
entry
Wex.
points are guarded day and night. That brute Wex sees to that. You'll be outnumbered the moment you reach the gates.
The two of us are perfectly capable of fighting our way through. Hard and fast, Alester. Like when we ravaged Rhaegar's
La
battle
batalla de
lines at
Montevenado.
Stag's Mount.
And if we fail, I don't want to take that risk. There's too much at stake. Ryman, how many guards remain loyal to you?
Only a handful, I'm afraid. Valaar hanged 3 of my men for treason. Their only
Horror.
wrongdoing was telling him openly what they thought. After seeing that, many of the others left the town to return to their families.
A handful will not suffice. We need the support of all River Springs so Valaar dare not touch us.
You should speak with Maester Harwin. He'll know what to do.
Where can I find him?
At the port. He thought Valaar was lying about you all along. He spends his time over there, speaking to boatmen from King's Landing to receive news of you.
Vamos para el puerto.
Let's go. We have to stop this wedding, no matter the cost.
Very well. I shall try to gather some swords.
No, no te vayas.
Return to you as soon as I can.
Be careful, cousin.
You too, Alester.
No. Bueno, vamos a subir de nivel. Resistencia, venga, intensidad. La intensidad, frenesí. Rigor, babum, y habilidades. Armadura media, a saco. Confirmamos y ahora subimos a Morse. Armadura pesada al nivel máximo. Y mazas. Venga, empezaremos a subir de mazas. Caballero de élite. Cambia piel. Y habilidades, nada. Atributos, poderes. Tengo 2 horse. Pues daño y agilidad. Venga, guardamos. Y aquí vamos a dejar por ahora. Nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta luego. Ay, ay.